What's up, you guys? It's 3 Stacks, and I'm super excited to show you guys my Herald of Perfections again. This is a deck I've been putting in a lot of work with, also tweaking and upgrading it on a daily basis. So, excuse me. This is the same build I got top 4 at. I got top 4 like a week ago, and then I went to UDS on Monday, and I did very well. I lost 2, won 4. Ironic, both the matches I lost, I went second. So it was just like I felt like if I would have went first, I would have just went with no losses. And a cool thing is, you guys saw the final round. The final round was determining who got top 8, and I did win my final round. But the person I played previously only had 3 points. No, I'm sorry, he had 6 points. And so what happened was there's a lot of kids. There's at least 10 people with 12 points, and how they decided which one of them will make the top 8, because there's only 2 people aside from everybody else who had more than 12 points. That was my bro David, and then homeboy, forgot his name, but he got first place. But everybody else who had 12 points, they determined who would go to top 8 based on the people who they beat, what points they had. So basically, if you beat people with a lot of points, that was how you got to top 8. And unfortunately, one of the people I beat only had 6 points. I whooped a guy that had 9 points, and in the first round, we had 0-0. You know, I won that. So pretty much the reason why I didn't make it to top 8 is because one of the people I beat just didn't have enough points. So it's just so funny that it was this close. I mean, I did get 11th place, and I'm still happy about that. I'm grateful for just doing a good job. And now I've kind of like learned what I need to do. Like sometimes I need to push it. Like a lot of times I grind it out just because I want to. But now I'm kind of getting more aggressive with this deck and just pushing. When I have the cards to push, I'm just going for pushes now, because it was times where I could have pushed, and then it was too late the time I decided to push. So I'm sorry that I've been talking so much. Let's just go right into this deck profile. So we're running out 3 Heralds. I finally got the Ghost. I've been working on the rarity of this deck, and Herald is just too powerful. And then we've got my shield and my sword. So this is my attacker, this is my defender. It's a very powerful board to have both of these. Replenishing your resources with her, ripping cards from your opponent's hand. You can add anything from your grave to your hand. It's pretty broken. Often I just use the draw 2 discard effect, but it's still super duper broken. Having Herald and Saphira on board is like, if you make these 2 first turns, you're gonna win that duel. And then we've got a triple Benton, of course. I had to cut the Idatin. It's not that it was a bad card. It was just that I wanted to draw into, versus drawing a Idatin, I wanted to draw into a card that I can play without other cards. So I had to cut her for honest. Triple Manju, pretty standard. I mean, Manju is really really powerful in this deck. And then this is the best combo. I won too many games off of this. In fact, every single duel, every single round, even out of the 2 out of 3s, every single match, I was able to pull this off. And this won me too many games. This got me so far ahead of the game that I had more than enough fairies in my hand to discard for Herald, so I wasn't worrying about anything. And this helped me draw into Vanity's Emptiness so many times. It's just ridiculous. This combo is broken. I did cut the scale. Like after getting top 4, I had like did some upgrading on my deck and wanted to make it more powerful so that I can do better. So I cut out Star Seraph scale and Idatin. Now if I wanted to run this deck in a less competitive scene, I would put them back in. But since I went to UDS, I decided to cut those cards out. And 2 Galaxy Soldier, this guy's literally won me more games than I should have won. And the thing is, if I didn't run Galaxy Soldier, I feel like I wouldn't have won the games that I did. And then finally, kind of like the MVPs, Herald of Orange Light, and Honest. Now, this guy is crazy because a lot of cards in my extra deck can be made with him. I can finally say the DT, yes. But it's just incredible because he's a tuner that you always have access to. Naturally, I only want to synchro with him once. Yeah, like literally, I only want to synchro with him once, but you can use him as much as you want. And Honest, hardly ever even used them. Even when I could have searched him with Benton, I just chose to search for another fairy that would search for another fairy to get board and hand presence. Like naturally, I'd search for Manju or Scepter to summon them, have another monster on field, and have a fairy in hand for negations. So I didn't really even use Honest when I could have. Triple Sanctuary, and if you're wondering why, any monsters that were problematic for me, I outed them with Star Seraph Scepter, and it was either that I outed them with Coral Dragon, or I just outed them with Crystal Wing. So it was fine, and also I was able to make Infinity, so it was like I didn't really need the Honest, but I have them because when I want to switch my Herald to attack mode, they're more than likely gonna try to attack over him, like with Blue Eyes Alternative, and I can drop the Honest and probably win. And Triple Sanctuary, it's really, really powerful. This spell actually won me more games also than I should have won because I had Sanctuary. Like, I had no cards in hand. Use this, shuffled, and a special Star Seraph Scepter. And ironic enough, was able to search a Sovereignty. Scepter died. I draw the Soul Charge, played the Soul Charge, Scepter, Sovereignty, brought me back into the game. This was incredible. The Ritual Sanctuary is too broken. Then triple Terraforming. I got one super. Like I said, I'm still working on the rarity of the deck. So I need to get 2 more supers. But for now, 1 super and 2 commons. The supers are really hard to find. And then 3 pre-prep. This is the best +1 in the game, in my opinion. This, I saw in like 70% of my games. The games that I didn't see it, I actually, ironic enough, hard drew into my Dawn of the Herald in my first turn hand. So I didn't even need the pre-prep, but when you have it, it just gives you too much advantage. And triple down, of course, this is just standard. Oftentimes, I only was able to resolve this twice because the third one I didn't need to. If I would have played the third one, it just would have been greed. But it's good to have 3 because, trust me, when they warning this, they can bait. You can pretty much play one as a bait, they warning it, and then play the second one and still make your board and warnings out the way now. And then 1 Hymn of Light. I like it a lot because you can banish it to protect your monsters. If you saw in my ABC matchup in the final round, I actually set this, popped it with my Star Seraph Scepter combo, and then sent it to grave, drew a card, and then I was actually able to protect my Herald from being destroyed while I had Vanities. Because I had Herald in attack, he tried to attack over my Herald with a Assault Core, banished this, and my Vanities stayed alive, and my Herald stayed alive too. It was really broken. 1 Machina Angel Ritual, kind of just the same thing as Hymn of Light, protection. 1 prep, 1 upstart, 1 instant fusion, finally got the super, still working on the rarities though. 1 Metaphors Fusion, this is just such a powerful spell in this deck. You always have Ritual Sanctuary on board. Naturally, this deck draws and searches so much. Your 1-ofs are like 3-ofs in this deck because you always see them. So just having this with Ritual Sanctuary, you're able to search for free and then dig this, put this back into the deck, dig for another card that can win. And the best 1-ofs in the deck are Soul Charge and Raigeki. Just win you games. And then the 3 traps were Strike, Warning, and Vanities. Upon entering the UDS, I was debating on whether I ran Solemn Scolding or not, because I kind of just wanted to be able to negate anything. But I had to really think about that, and I just came to the conclusion that 3,000 life points is too risky because I am putting myself in the danger zone of being OTK'd way too easily. And then the extra deck is Ultimaya Tzolkin. It's the newest edition, and we've got Crystal Wing, Clear Wing. I was able to make Crystal Wing twice. I was sad that I didn't make him enough, but ironic enough, the games that I won, I didn't even need to make him. And then the times that I did make him, I actually didn't need him, so it was just perfect for me. And then 1 Coral Dragon, you make this, and you can use him and Herald of Perfection or Saphira to make Ultimaya Tzolkin. You have tons of spells, and you have the traps to set. You can use Ritual Sanctuary to search a ritual spell, set that, use Tzolkin, bring out Crystal Wing, make Herald of Perfection, try to make Infinity also. And that's pretty much my go-to board is Tzolkin, Crystal Wing, Infinity, Herald of Perfection, and flip up the Vanities. And if not Vanities, have Machine Angel Ritual in grave so that if they try to kill Infinity or Herald, they don't die. And then the Utopia package. This is just so broken. It actually OTKs in itself because you can summon him, make all monsters attack 0. Use Lightning, attack for 5,000, and then use him, attack for 3,000. And at the same time, if you didn't do enough damage, you can chain his effect to banish him, bring back Lightning after you're done attacked already, gain back 1,250 life points, and then swing again. So this is just like a OTK. In addition, it just gives you the pushes to get over floaters. It's just, floaters are really annoying because you don't want to even waste the cards to pitch with Herald of Perfection. You'd rather just use the Utopia Lightning. And then kind of like the Deltros, the Tellarknight package, really broken. This really helped against the Dark Lords. It helped a lot, like a lot. And then Evil Trish for going first. Fairy Chill Girl and Daigusa Emerald. If you're, Elder into the Northern. If you're wondering where's my Abyss Dweller, I actually decided to side something in better than Abyss Dweller. So we got triple Denkoseka, double Necro Valley. So the reason why I'm citing Necro Valley is because I feel it's much more powerful than Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller can only last 2 turns, while having this, Paleozoics can't chain their effects from grave. BAs, a lot of floater decks, Blue Eyes, ABCs, even some of the Metaphors effects like Mithrilium, Oricalc, their effects cannot trigger, so this helped me so much And the fact that I'm running 3 terraformings almost guarantees that when I sight this in, I'm gonna see it. So I just like the Necro Valleys over the Abyss Dweller, and it helped me so much that I'm gonna keep it in. And I'm also setting 2 Dust Tornado now because I had issues losing to Dark Magician when I went last week and got top 4. Lost to Dark Magician because of Secret Village of Spellcasters. I can't out it with the spell, so I actually decided to sight in Dust Tornadoes because I just don't want to play that risk of losing to Secret Village in any way. Because I also ran into a Magic Spectre kind of Ties of Brethren build who ran Secret Village, and I had to sight this in, so it really helps a lot. And 2 Quakings. Reason is, I played some decks, especially this Metaphors variant that was so powerful. I had first turn Herald and he outed my board, but I had this set, so when he tried to push, I Quaking, and ironic enough, I was able to stall it out until I just pushed for game. And then double Solemn Strike. The reason why I'm not maining the other 2 is because this deck, I want to go first. So if I want to go first, I don't want to draw too many traps to disrupt my first turn combos. Like, say I draw this Solemn Warning, that means I only have 3 other cards, and those 3 cards have to be Dawn of the Herald, Herald of Perfection, and Binton, and that's not very likely. So that's why I'm siding the traps, because it's really when I'm going second, because if I'm going second, I don't really care about going for my first turn Herald. I just care about breaking the board they made. So a cool combo is to actually activate Quaking and Strike. The reason being is, like, let's say they make Infinity, or they make a monster that can negate, right? So like, let's say they just make this powerful board, like they go Hope Harbinger Dragon, or they go Lancelot. They pretty much just make a powerful monster that can negate. Oh, Totally Awesome is a perfect example. I never did this against Totally Awesome, but naturally I sided this combo to out the Toad. So they attack, right? They go for their push. You activate Quaking. Totally Awesome uses his effect to negate. Then you activate Strike in the chain, get rid of their whole board. They can't respond. So that's why I like Strike and Quaking. It helps when you're going second to break the boards. And more cards for siding when you're going second is double Maxi and 2 Kaijus. I want Lava Golems. And Maxi was so clutch when I played against Blue Eyes. I hard drew into 2 of these, but I was going second and it was so perfect. And I just immediately activated one. I wanted to save the other one for the next turn. She took the challenge, and I drew into an Instant Fusion. I drew into a Machine Angel Ritual and a Terraforming, and I was just set from there. And also, I was able to make Daigusto Emerald and then recycle these, and I actually used Max Seed 3 times that duel. So it was just so funny. So yeah, I know I kind of talked a lot in this video, but I did want to explain to you guys a lot of the reasons why I'm running cards, and kind of just give you my tournament report. Like, I had a lot of fun. Even if I didn't make top 8, I still got close enough, and I believe I have the potential to make top 8. I just have, you know, I really learned. That was one thing, even if I didn't win or lose, like whether I won or won or lost, I still learned a lot just from going there, and I know what I need to do and how I need to come correct next time. But I did exceptional. I really am proud. Like, man, I'm proud to bring this deck to you guys, and I thank you guys so much. You're really big for, like, you make a big deal to us. Like, you supporting us, you subscribing to our channel, watching our videos, sharing it with your friends. It helps a lot, and I really appreciate you guys. God bless you. And I'm going to keep putting up deck profiles and duel videos for you guys, because we all play Yu-Gi-Oh! And hopefully when you guys see some of the stuff that I do, you can learn from my mistakes, and also when you see me winning, it might motivate you to believe more in yourself. And you need to cite these for sure, because Paleozoics, they're just ridiculous. But thank you guys so much, and stay blessed. Be safe.